Okay, hello, hello. Here we are. Hey everybody, welcome. KGart82. Name's Kevin. I am a 3D artist and I stream on Twitch. I also put my VODs up on YouTube and I'm on Instagram. I will post that in a little bit, but I've been a toy maker for about 20 years now in the business. Hello. Hi, Kat. Good to see you. Zach, Six, Mooney. Hello, everybody. So good to see you. Thanks for coming in. A little bit about what we're doing today is I started streaming. I started streaming working on Frieren. That was my first project I started working on. And then I took a little break, worked on Jeff, worked on the Pocopia piece, and I did some Odious stuff here and there. And now I have done some of the incidental stuff I wanted to do off stream for Frieren, and now I want to do the last details before I start engineering her for print prep, or yes, prepping her for engineering. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to prepare her for printing. But first, I want to get these details done. So thank you all for being here and hanging out. Um, I know some of you, it is late, and I appreciate you spending some time with me. So let's get over to our scene and bring in our wonderful lass. Do. So if you haven't seen her in a while, this is where she's at. And yeah, I think what we're going to start off with is a little bit of flower distribution. Thank you. Let's see. I don't know if it's late or very early at this point. Yes. For you, it's been a long day, I would imagine. Um, I've only done one of the 32 wordles, 30 toodles, whatever it is. Um, Oh, and ads are going to start in a little bit for those of you who are not subbed. So please hang through the ads. I won't do any work yet until those are done. In fact, I'll start them after I finish saying this. Or actually, I'll start them right now, just so that way we can get them out of the way. Let's see. Run 3-minute ad. Boink. All right. Ads are going to start now for everybody who has to sit through them. And then for you, you wonderful person who subbed. Um, we'll we'll chat. How did your stream go? I have done one of the two 30 toodles, like I said, and yeah, I'm about partway through, but I had to stop so I could stream and do some art stuff, and then I'll finish that after I'm done. But thank you. I know it's like I said, like you said, early, late, whatever. But yeah, let's see. One thing I need to do. See where I put it. I'm going to add one more element to Frieren as well. I don't know where I put it. There it is. So that's going to be fun. Okay. Need to grab one piece of reference real quick off of the interwebs for this element that I want to add. And I'm not sure if it is going to be a good addition. But I want to try. Let's see. Export. How are you, Kat? How are you? Tell me, how did your stream go? Or maybe I know you subbed it was a bit ago, so maybe you aren't. Maybe you are still getting ads. Anyone who's back for that from the ads, let me know when you're back. Stream went well. Yay! I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. I was happy to be there for a bit. Imogene, hi. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm about to um bring in one more piece of reference. Oh, of course, it's going to autosave right now. Um, because there's one more element I want to add. I don't know if it's going to fit well, but I want to try. Let's see. It's great to see you. Thanks. Oh yeah, no problem. I like coming to your streams. I like getting to everybody's streams. I'm so glad. Like in the past few weeks, I've met some really cool people. You included, Imogene, of course, as well. Um, it's been nice to get more involved in the community and find more people that are just get it and are enjoying time on here. So yeah, welcome back from the ads, everybody. By the way, for those of you that stuck through them, I appreciate it. Um, I was just gushing over how I'm enjoying meeting everyone, more and more cool people here on Twitch. Um, Speaking of, we'll start with this. I got a lot of shout outs to do right now. We'll kind of go in order because my boy, spell this right. Yes. Um, Follow Zach. He has just started out streaming. He got affiliate not too long ago. He is a variety gaming streamer. Does a lot of Fortnite, but he also plays. He's been playing Spider-Man right now, the Marvel Spider-Man from Insomniac. Great game. So follow him if you like that kind of stuff. And I will be shouting more people out as we go because Zach's awesome. Kat, you're awesome. Imogene, you're awesome. Imogene's also brand new, streamy, very recently born. Will be affiliate soon. Uh, so I am going to shout out that all you cool people follow these other cool people as well. Let's see. Let me see if I can do it. I know it's weird how like you can only do so many shout outs in a certain amount of time. Yeah, I have to wait another minute before I can shout another person out. But okay, let me get my other reference going to get this going. I'm gonna get through whatever I can tonight. And whatever I don't get done, I am going to finish on stream, and then we'll do another engineering stream, uh, just like we did for the Pocopia character, if you were here for that stream, or if you saw the VOD. Let's see, where is it? Oh, I got to go to my Frieren folder and case. And I want to try to add her briefcase into the scene. Oop, oop. So I'm just going to drag the reference in just to have it here. But I'm not going to start. I'll probably do the briefcase in a little bit. I want to kind of get to the flowers because my whole thing is I want this to feel magical right now. It is, I don't want to say not magical. I think if we have some of these flowers like flowing up and also coming up with this kind of like wind element that I might still tweak, it looks a little too uniform. But I'm going to take all these flowers that are at the bottom of the base and kind of sprinkle them a little bit more. Hey, Carrie, good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. I think now can do this. Let's see if I did it right. Yay! Okay, follow Cat Black Art, another great variety streamer, clearly also an artist because it is in her name. Um, she draws. I don't know what else you do because I've not seen a lot of your streams yet. All I've seen mostly is you playing daily games, which has been fun. But I know you play games and you do art and you are uh, a joy. And you now, I know you are French, but are you you live in France, or do you you don't have to dox yourself, obviously, but are you living there, or are you like somewhere else in that region? Because I know I have I think a mutual Mimi, because I think that's how I learned of you. I don't remember. I'm starting to lose track of who I meet from who, but uh, let's see. Used to do art all the time, photo edits, drawing. Yes, I've seen some of your photo edit stuff. That's really cool. Um, you moved to England, okay? And so yeah. So follow cat. She's an awesome cat. Ha. And the next we'll do Imogene, and I'll talk about Imogene. But so what I want to do is I'm going to hide some of these things. I'm going to hide Frieren, as sad as that is. Let's see how I'm going to do this. I think, oop, ha, that's scary looking. So there's her body hidden. There's her upper hidden. And then let's hide hair bits. Really need to reorganize this. It's at that point where it's just like not even worth it to reorganize it because I'm almost done. Here we go. That I think we'll leave the boots. All right, and I think what I'll do is have some fun. Actually, I'm gonna also like hide the spire things. Oop. So we just have this to work with right now. See, I'm gonna try to stick around as long as I can. Appreciate the shout out. Hey man, no problem. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoy uh, the rest of your evening. I know you got a big, crazy time coming up because of yeah, it's crazy in the holidays when you're working in customer service kind of places and where lots of people are at. So I don't envy you, and I wish you so much luck. Let's see, what is this looking like? Okay, I do want to add a bit like of a grass texture on this. I need to find out my subdivision levels. I also need to turn off uh, my Discord sounds because that is pinging in my ear right now. Hopefully, you guys weren't hearing it. I don't think you were, but there you go. All right, so what I'm going to do for the grass, and we're going to give it a quick pass. Oh, hydrate. Thanks. Thank you so much, Zach. I'm going to load a brush I really like. Hopefully, I'm not a dummy and can find it really quick. There it is. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. I'll even turn off the color for now on this thing. Okay. I'm just going to do kind of just an underlying texture. And I'll probably even subdivide this up one more level. It's going to be pretty high, but I'll step it down later. And just try to do like kind of this scratchy texture. And then we'll turn off the transparent view and see if we can't see how that looks. We might even go through with some other brushes that I use for more detailed hair in a minute, just to see how it goes. Here I might sweep it towards this center bit. And there's only so much like blank space I have here, so I'm not going to go crazy. I'll probably tamp it down too, because as you can see, it's kind of going through here when I pull it away from chat. Hopefully you can see. It's already kind of going through some of the flowers, and so we'll have to kind of correct that as we go. But that's not really the star of this whole thing, so I just want to get kind of like a rough texture that feels like there's some grass under these things. What's everyone doing for the holiday, by the way? Holiday weekend. For some people, it's a holiday weekend. Memorial Day here in the States. Um, other folks, not so much. You probably have other remembrance holidays. Speaking of remembering, I did remember. Yeah, yeah, okay. All right. Make sure I didn't mess this up. Yay! Okay. Follow Emojine. And thank you for responding. I'll read your message in a second, but first I'm going to talk you up. So Emojine is a variety game streamer. Right now she's playing Fable, um, which I love. I never played the first one, but I played two and three. Really enjoyed them. I hope they do a remake, and I'm excited for the new Fable to come out very, very soon. So give Emojine a follow. Like I said, she's working on affiliate right now, and I think has met all the requirements. So congratulations to you. I hope you get your uh, email notification, however you end up getting it soon, because that's just really exciting and it's super cool. It's kind of nice that I'll say it this way. There's a lot of us ordinary folks out there, everyday people that have ways that we can bring joy or share something with folks outside of our little bubble through this platform. And it's really cool to see people shine and uh, make a difference in their own way. So I'm excited to try and do that myself as much as I can and meet so many other people doing the same thing. Let's see. So first I'll read the initial thing you put. Let's see, absolutely nothing might make some tasty food. Oh, that is an excellent idea, but definitely going to be taking it easy. Awesome. Thank you for the shout out. You're welcome. Yes, fingers crossed very soon. Yeah, 1000%. Yeah, it's it's an interesting world that we live in where we can do stuff like this. And yeah, I am grateful to the people that I have met, and I'm thankful for all of you that are watching, the folks that lurk. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope that I'm inspiring folks to do their own thing and create their own art, whether it's 3D or 2D, which we often call traditional, which I think is funny, um, or any other creative endeavor, because there's lots of ways to be creative that aren't necessarily art. So, yes, go forth and find your thing and share it with other people, because that's a lot of fun. Okay, so as you can see, yeah, it's getting grassy-ish. We're almost all the way around. Like I said, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this because it's not the focus. I want to start moving flowers soon. So I'm even going to speed up a little bit, just especially in the stuff in the back that's not going to get much view. And if I really don't like some of the stuff that I'm doing, I can come back later. I don't want to try to do fun, interesting stuff tonight while I have you guys all around. That's why um, I did some stuff off stream for this to get it further along, just because this was taking a long time, mainly because I did not know exactly what I wanted to do. I just kind of was winging it. I made Frieren in an A pose, and I knew I wanted her to be a statue. That was about as far as I knew I wanted to go. And then finally, it kind of clicked. I decided on a rough design. Even still, with the rough design, it was very much on the fly. I threw it together in a stream, and then had some more thoughts. And here we are. So it's going well. I'm enjoying it. Now, I want to start. I'm going to bring the spires back as soon as I can find them. The magical spires, they're there. Or wait, should I start doing the flowers on the center bit first? That actually might be good because I might be able to figure out a flow that I like. Okay, let's see which flower grouping I want to work with. So I'll probably grab a flower and separate it. Yeah, let's just do this. Oh, come on, there we go. What about anybody else? Did anybody else do anything interesting today or have other plans? We know Imogene's going to make some good food. Super jealous. I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do for good food soon. At a very late lunch today. All right, I'm going to split this flower off I'm going to keep it close to this thing. And I think I might hide all the other flowers. There we go. I might even hide this, the base and stuff. So we just have this. All right, now so what's fun with ZBrush is with this gizmo tool, this tool that has the arrows and the circles, I can really easily copy and paste, basically duplicate by just holding down Control and dragging. And then this tool just can continue to move and manipulate. So I'm going to kind of just sprinkle these flowers up and around these wisps. What's also nice is I can use them to kind of hide some of these ugly parts. And that'll be, honestly, a little less work for me in the long run, cleaning some of this stuff up. We do want to see some of like the other parts of the flower, not just the top. So if these things are flying around, they're not going to be uniformly spreading about. Oh, there we go. Another autosave. An awesome addition to ZBrush, by the way, but it's very random sometimes how it chooses to pop in and save. This is the front. While I'm doing this, does anybody have any questions or interesting thoughts about either this process of making a statue, or have you seen Frieren and want to talk about that? I'm about halfway through season 2. I need to wrap it up. I'm enjoying it still. Um, a little sad that it's only what 10 episodes compared to the first season, but I think that might kind of be a good thing because I know some folks thought that the first season dragged a little bit, which I don't mind. I don't mind a slow burn. I do get why some folks might not. I see Josh Brown's in the house. I see Keisha's here. Hello, background friends. I appreciate all of you. Hope you all had a wonderful day. I went out with my son and some friends of his and ours, who was actually here. One of them was or is, might still be watching, might not be, to a cool kind of toy outlet that goes on every weekend called Frankensons. And the kiddos were out and about getting Pokemon cards, having a good time. And I was walking around talking to my friend and hanging out and sending out Instagram posts to prepare for today. Yeah. Let's see, working my way to being able to chat. Oh, cool. It's all good, Josh. I just want to say hi because I saw you're here. Let's see, I still need to watch the second season. Um, I was holding out for the dub, not because I dislike sub, but I have something for you then, Imogene. If you were holding out for the dub, you don't need to wait. Let's see. Ooh, get any good Pokemon cards? I think he got some stuff that he's happy about. Um, for for me, I just can't keep track of all the things that are like, ooh, this is a good one. And I've never been a collector for the sake of like, I want to get the thing that is like worth a lot. And he really isn't either, but he does really enjoy rare cards, where for me, it's like, I don't care whether it's rare or not. If the art's good, then I kind of dig it. So there were some cards that I saw that he got that were cool, but I don't remember what they were. So um, sometimes I ask him to like send me pictures of some of the cool cards that he got. So next time uh, I see one of your streams, Imogene, I will hopefully have some of that information because I'm not going to bug him about it right now. But good question. Thanks for asking. If I did know, I would be happy to tell you, but I do not know exactly what he got. I know there was one card that he really wanted, and we were kind of there for one of his friends' birthdays. Um, but the kiddo's birthday was also not too long ago, and they were still in the process of getting him a gift. And that gift was, they were looking for one of the cards that he really wanted, and they found it there today, and so they picked that up for him. So he did get like a very specific card that he wanted, which, yes. So he did get some good stuff today. He also got a booster uh, pack. I don't remember which one it was that he got, but yeah. Let's see. I want to make it to Frankensons one day. Hey, man, dude, when, if you do, you better tell me when you're down here to go see it, because I would be very upset if I was not there uh, with you to experience it. I think you will dig it. I also like to look. They have a lot of lounge fly bags and wallets and stuff there, so I always like to look at that stuff too. Um, Both my wife and I really like Loungefly. I don't get the bags for myself because I'm not really a backpack kind of person. And also, they're a little small for me personally. I don't think they would look bad on me, but yeah, I like to get them for her because she is a bag person. She likes to have a lot of bags. So whenever I go to frankincense, I always look at the bags, even when it's a point where we like, yeah, we can't get those because those are expensive right now. Or finding ones that are cool, but yeah, out of our price range because they are more rare. But yeah, saw some really cool ones today. Sent her pictures, and she was like, "Thank you for sharing with me," in that text tone of, "I'm glad I got to see these, but don't show me any more because I want them and I can't have them." Last time we were there, it was really cool because a buddy of mine got us a really cool Ghostbusters Loungefly bag, and there is a wallet that pairs with that bag, and we've been looking everywhere for it and had not been able to find it, and I found it, so I grabbed it. So last time we were at Frankenstein's, I did find something cool uh, for us. I don't usually like to necessarily get anything when I'm there. Sometimes I do, but yeah, it's only on those rare occasions where I find something. Okay, that's looking kind of cool. Now let's see how it looks. We bring back all the flowers and the other base elements. Let's see. I hear it's generally a little pricey. Yeah, I would say it is, but it's not like insane. There are some of the booths that are just ridiculous. Like what did I see today? There's a booth that has a lot of classic video game cartridges and stuff, and I still have an N64 that is functional. And I was like, oh, I should look at that and see, what kind of stuff they have. And they had some reasonably priced ones that were probably like, 30, 40 bucks or so. But then a lot of the uh, really good games were several $100s. And yeah, nope, no thank you. Not right now, anyway. I think I'm going to hunt a little bit around here because I know I have cartridges for the N64, and I can't find or remember where I put them. Okay, that's looking kind of cool. I'm probably going to do some filler and have a little bit more of a flow up with some of these, but I do like how it's working so far. Let's see, I want to try something. We have mostly the front done here. Let me hide the other flowers again. The base, and this, from the top. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually duplicate, oop, bring these around, and then just kind of start to push and pull these other groupings. And then I'm going to separate this and make this a separate tool, separate object, these unmasked flowers, the back half, just so that way I don't have to worry about the front half ones when messing with these. And I'm going to use the move brush just a little bit. Just going to massage some of these out. And then I'll go back in and individually mess with some of them. It's clearly like some of them aren't on any spires or any of these spindlies because the ones in the front are clearly differently shaped. But I wanted to show how you can kind of speed up the process a little bit. All right. And so now instead of having one that's not masked and duplicating, I'm just going to be masking off individual flowers that already exist, moving them around. But yeah, frankincense is fun. Always like going over there. I don't like to go too often because it does give things a chance to change. Sometimes there's new sellers, um, and there's always different product after it's been a while. I have posted some stuff on my Instagram from there before, but I need to post some more. I just need to go one day and just take pictures of all the cool stuff that there is. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Six. How are you doing? Did you do anything interesting today? Did you have a nice day? I know you said last time we were chatting that your schedule, or I don't remember if it was we were talking or you shared on Discord somewhere that your schedule is kind of crazy right now. Hopefully you didn't work today. See, I just finished watching a new. Ooh, finished watching a new streamer. What do they stream? Anything cool? I mean, I would hope so. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching it. But yeah, tell me. Do they stream games? Are they just chatting streamer? It's always cool to hear about new folks. Let's see. Don't want to go to work. Can you support me? Dude, I wish. I wish I had money to support my friends because that would just be so much easier for us, right? No, I cannot support you. I am trying to support my family, and that is also rough. But I hear you, man. I I don't want you to have to go to work. I don't want to have to go to work. And as much as I say, I'm doing this for fun, and I'm definitely not expecting this to go in this can support my family route. Man, wouldn't that be nice? But as most of us streamers who live with a sense of reality, we're in it for the love of the game. And, know, you never know. At some point, it might be more lucrative. There's some people that put in a lot of effort and are able to get it there, but that takes that's a full-time job. And I unfortunately cannot just drop and make this a full-time job right now because that would be too much. So we'll see. Right now we're having fun. Yeah, I'm sorry you don't want to go to work. You work tomorrow. I mean, I know you work in education, so my hope would be that you have the holiday off, but maybe because it's the holiday and a lot of the rest of education is off, then do you have more work to do? 'Cause that would be booty. I hope not, my friend. Yeah, Imogene, if you're still there, and you mentioned about you prefer the dub, which you don't have to clarify between dub and sub. I think any of us who watch anime kind of understand there's a time for dub and there's a time for sub, and yeah, don't you worry about having to clarify yourself here. Not in this space. I do believe I have a solution for you in that regard. So I will contact you soonish, somehow, with that solution. Yes, I do. We'll figure it out. I don't know if you have a Discord, but I know I could at least like pass it through Cat, another cat, not Cat Black. Cat Black is wonderful, but Cat Sphere, who, ooh, while I'm at it, I'll need to check to spell it right though. But yeah, I found Emojine through another wonderful streamer friend, and we will shout them out right now. You do have a Discord. Cool. All right. Well, we'll figure that out then. You can either whisper it to me or we'll find it. But also, since we're already talking about atmosphere, another variety streamer, gamer. Um, Yay! Thank you, thank you. Also, I can probably just whisper what I'm going to send you through there, so we can do that. But yes, I do want to join your Discord as well. I do not have a Discord, so don't worry about that. I don't think I'm ready for that, but I probably should sooner than later. It's one of those things where I am in so many other people's Discords and involved in their communities. I don't know if I want to worry about managing my own yet. But I think it would be very helpful for me. So at some point, I need to figure out when I'm going to do that. Especially because that's part of the plan, because I want to foster kind of an art community, and I have enjoyed Discord so much. I am a moderator for at least 5 or 6 people on Discord and also on Twitch. And it's one of those things where I know there's certain things I need to do, but I don't know if I'm ready to do them myself yet. I'm just trying to focus on this stuff. I do have plans for the channel as well. Speaking of, okay, so after Frieren is done, and thank you everyone who is hanging out and sticking through the tedium of placing flowers. Um, After she's done, I need to start something new. See, I do not have my own channel yet. Nah, because same. I'm involved in so many right now. Right. Maybe if the following ever gets large enough. Exactly. No, I think that's part of why I'm not there yet too. But I think it can also help foster the following. Oh, speaking of, I wanted to do something smart for myself. But yeah, fostering that following, you need to give people a place to land because otherwise, for me, I just see people, you know, what is going on Instagram? Ooh, that's weird. Um, you need to give people a place to land because here on Twitch, Instagram, here on the Twitch, I see folks once a week, roughly. Oop. All right. Follow me on Instagram. There we go. Pin that. So yeah, if you don't already, you can follow me on Instagram. I post the work that I do. I post other things involved with my studio job and what I do when I'm not Twitch streaming. So yeah, but let's see. Oh, I gotta catch up with you. Let's see. Maybe when the following gets true, and it is a good way to let people know the schedule changes and extra streams ahead. Yeah, exactly. Like it's a good way to notify people that want to invest more in to what you're doing. Um, so yeah, I just don't know what I want that space to look like yet, but I got to figure that out because I think I'm getting to the point where there's enough people and I'm starting to like gather more people that it I might need a home for everyone. Why, Siri, are you over there? That was weird. I had weather up in the corner. See, and yes, better way to actually cultivate community. It really is. Being a part of so many discords, I have seen how nice that can be. Also, it's just a nice way to continue conversations and get feedback because leading up into what I wanted to talk about right now is I'm almost done with this project and I have a couple of ideas of what I want to do next. I don't exactly know. And having streamed for about 6 months now, I feel like there's folks that are invested in this stream and can kind of have a say. And I'm just curious what stuff people would like to see. Because right now I have kind of picked all the projects that I have been doing, which I'm not mad about. And I have no problem just picking, but I kind of want to get people more involved. And I've gotten a couple of interesting thoughts. I know one person would like me to do something from Studio Ghibli, which would be a lot of fun, or Ghibli, however you want to say it. I think Ghibli is the correct, but I'm so used to the incorrect that I still say it sometimes. Um, so something from Ghibli would be fun. I don't know what. And uh, someone asked if I could make a werewolf head for like a guitar knob. So basically, it was like a cap for a knob. And my thought is like, yeah, I could. But I don't know why I would do that. I don't necessarily, it's not something that like excites me. To me, that seems something like if someone was like, I want this, could you commission? Sure. But I don't see that as like a fun thing necessarily for me to do on stream unless I'm like, hey, work along with me, see how I handle commissions kind of thing. I do have, uh, there is a member of the community that is, I am in talks to as far as commissioning a piece, which I need to give him a quote soon. But we've been in talks for a little bit, so I probably will be doing that at some point for them. But yeah, if anybody has any ideas or thoughts of something that they'd like to see on stream, it could be something small, it could be something elaborate. I am in the market for a new project, and it would be cool if y'all that come in here and watch and talk and chat with me and hang out had some input and a little bit of influence. So, anybody who's in chat right now, let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. Also, if you're a first time chatter, that would be what a way to like come on in. And it could be anything from like a property, another IP, because I'm probably going to do more of that stuff. Or if there's just like something, it could be video game property, it could be film, TV. Um, I've done all of that. That's kind of my job is as a character artist. So I've worked with most companies in that regard. So there really isn't a style that I couldn't hit, or if I haven't done it before, that I couldn't rise to the occasion to. So it would be very interesting to hear y'all's thoughts and ideas on some fun projects. One that popped into my head, and this is like an old pull, even to the point where some people from my generation might not even know. But if anybody's familiar with Space Ghost Coast to Coast, there are some wacky side characters from that show, and one of my favorites, which isn't very special because I think it's a lot of people's favorites, he had his own spin-off show, Brack. So I'm thinking of maybe doing Brack next, unless anybody comes up with like a better idea. And then if that's the case, then I'll push Brack down the line. But that kind of feels like a fun project to do. All right, let's bring the other flowers back. Cool. Yeah, see, I think why I like Brack is he's another very simple character. You can do a lot with him. Um, so I feel like I can do something. I can model him quickly and do some very silly stuff. Come up with some silly poses or put him in a silly situation. So yeah, very excited about that possibility. Okay. Now I think I'll probably also end up putting some on the inside too. I don't want to do that right now. I do like how they're kind of flowing up here. Let's maybe sprinkle some in the front as well, going off this big wafting part in the center. Also, ad break's going to start in 3 minutes. Thank you everyone for hanging out. It's been a nice evening so far. Working on some flowers. Let's see, split, unmasked. Cool. It might be fun to have some of them kind of like making it to her feet. At least like one little trail of them. It's a little too random. Let's bunch them up a little bit so it looks like they're more following the same waft. I don't know if that's a good word to use for that. All right, let's bring in the rest of the base. See how that is looking. And ad break is about to start. So hang through, hang tight. Thanks for joining. If you just joined, um, please hang through the break. If you got some ads on your way in, congratulations on avoiding the ad break. For now, just bringing in parts of the base back. Actually, I'm going to bring the whole thing back in just so we can get a look at Frieren in again. And the ads have started. So thank you again. Anybody who has subscribed, you get to avoid the ads. And I appreciate you contributing It means a lot. It helps the stream. I do need to figure out exactly what I want to reinvest to improve the stream. I am thinking of that kind of stuff. I also need to do some more fun interactive stuff for the stream in general. I'm also thinking of that kind of stuff too. All right, that's kind of fun so far. I feel like those flowers are a different color, and I don't know why. Let's see. Yeah, that's weird because I pulled from one. So I wonder. That's so funny. So all these flowers in the front, I think, are the right color. I think that's the color that I want. But like the ones in the back have kind of like a green, whoop, have a green tint to them. I gotta change that. I think I accidentally colored them to the same to the magic. Yeah, because the spires are kind of a different color. And so some of these flowers back here don't match. So let's color correct that real quick. And the ad break is almost over, which is nice. About 30 seconds. And we're back from the ad break. Thanks for everyone that stuck through. I appreciate it. Just doing some color correcting on the flowers is something I noticed, which is really kind of funny. And in the end, it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to be color printing this, but it was just kind of bugging my eyes. All right, there we go. All right, I'm probably going to edit this a little bit because right now, even though it's kind of random, it doesn't really look too fantastic. Oh, hey. Oh, hey, this is Pleb. I'm on my sister's account because mine wouldn't let me sign in. Oh, I'm sorry that I'm sorry that your account isn't working, and uh, your sister's account name is very funny. Welcome to the chat, Build a Bitch. And I was just talking about you earlier, Pleb. I still need to quote you. Don't worry, I have not forgotten. Um, I was talking earlier about kind of things I want to do next after I finish Frieren and get her all engineered for print. And I was kind of figuring out right now how I want to handle this. I like these wispies, but they're a little too uniform, so I might get rid of some of them just to make this a little bit more asymmetrical, even more so than it already is, and also tone down the flowers that I've added right now. Maybe more at the base and less kind of flowing up and having just like the one wispies section that's going up to the feet. That'll make that more interesting. But yeah, I hope you're having a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Uh, it's always good to see you, Pleb. See you in chat. I appreciate you. And yeah, like I said, I have not forgotten. I will try to get that done this coming week, so that way we can start talk about how to move forward on the character that you've picked and what you'd like and what that would look like cost wise. That's always the important part. And for me, I've mentioned on stream before, I don't really do a lot of commissions because I have a full-time job and I have a family. Let's see, I am having a good night. Your art form is really cool. Also, uh, do not like worry about how long it takes. There's zero time limit. Cool, I appreciate that. Um, yeah, like I was saying, I don't do a lot of commission stuff just because I work full time and have family, so it's a lot. And I'm streaming, so I will probably do like commission stuff on stream just because it's a two birds, one stone kind of situation. But that's also going to depend on the commission and the person because I also want them to kind of have a say in that. What I was saying earlier, Pleb, before you were here, is I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do next on stream. And if anybody has any ideas, that's what I'm kind of fishing for. I was saying earlier that, and you could probably see in chat from Imogene, Brack from the Brack Show, Space Ghost fame, is something that I thought of today that might be a fun one to do. If you've ever heard of that character. So that's one thought in my head. Other than that, I don't know. I do have like a list of characters that I want to eventually do. I don't know if I want to do that yet. See, yeah, I understand, of course. I'm fine with it being done on stream. I'm just trying to make sure I will have enough money because I don't know exactly how much I'm gonna have. Should have enough. Also, I've not heard of them, I don't think. Um, yeah, Space Ghost Coast to Coast was a Cartoon Network kind of late night show for a bit, and one of the characters on it was Brack. He was a silly villain kind of character. Space Ghost is a superhero character. Yes, um, was a superhero cartoon from like I want to say early '80s, maybe '70s. I don't think earlier than that. And then on Cartoon Network, they turned him into like late night talk show host kind of character, which is very funny. So yeah, so one of the characters from his shows. Let's see. Oh yes, and of course Josh, but that I don't think I'll do that on stream, and I will talk to you about that this week because, like I said, a lot of my main kind of freelance job that has been taking up my brain power and time is pretty much finished. I'm just doing the prints for that right now, which uh, Josh, you saw, so you know what's up with that. Um, so I'm starting to kind of get my ducks in a row with all the outstanding stuff that I've talked to people about. So that'll be with you, Josh, and with um, Pleb. So yeah, that is definitely on my mind, and I've been thinking about that lately. I think a couple times today that crossed my mind. So don't you worry. I didn't forget. So yeah, this week I'll reach out to you so we can start those conversations because I know you mentioned the things that you want. I know some of the things that we had already talked about. So we just got to figure that all out. See, I just want to make sure you did. Yes, I got your email, so don't worry about that. See, it did. You do not have to resend, so do not worry. All right, I think that's looking good. Again, I'm still gonna like rework the flowers on the air wisps in the front. I do like what's going on the way up to her feet. I'm not quite sure about the other stuff yet. I might just bring more of them down and eliminate some of the higher ones to leave most of the higher flowers for the ones that are reaching her feet in this kind of like bit right here. I think that'll look nicer. Right now, continue to flower up these spires a little bit. And I don't know if I want to keep this. There are some elements of the magic that I saw in one art piece of reference that I used to kind of make up the spires that has these kind of bits that kind of like come off of this kind of stuff. I just don't know if I want to do that. I think the spires are enough. They stand out enough. They're unique. I don't want to make it too busy. It's already going to be kind of busy with the flowers, so I think just for now, oop, I am going to remove it. See what I think. I start putting more flowers over here. And then as soon as I get the flowers in these front spires, and maybe a little bit up the back spires, I'm going to work on her briefcase. I'm going to hydrate right now. P.S. If you are new and you like what you see or are interested um, in future stuff I might be working on, please give me a follow. It'll be fun to see you in future streams, and we can talk about all kinds of cool stuff. Let's see. I want dessert. And we have Mars bars, but my roommate spends like $20 on just one to get shipped here from Canada. Wow. See. I mean, you shouldn't eat them all the time, but treat yourself. See, I'm here. I've been lurking. Thank you, Keisha. I saw that you were here, and I appreciate the lurk. I hope you're having had a wonderful day and are having a nice evening. It's always nice to hear from you, one of my favorite Georgia Peach Queens, and now fellow mod, since I have been lucky enough to be added to Lady Bite's Discord team. And I was talking earlier about all the wonderful people that I've met in the Twitch community and how much I've been enjoying that. And I think a big thing that I've really enjoyed and has been inspirational is just all the people that I've gotten to support and mod for, because I do okay, but am not like super financially sound to subscribe to all the people that I would love to subscribe to. So I always try to find other ways that I can help, because I want to support really amazing people who are just kind and creative and talented. And it's been really cool to be able to support folks in different ways. and it gives me an opportunity to meet even more awesome people. I do plan at some point to not move to YouTube, but maybe simul-stream to YouTube because I know a lot of people over there as well. One of my uh, good friends and big supporters, dude, that literally as soon as I was like, I'm gonna start streaming, just started spewing advice, and it has all been good. Uh, is on YouTube, and a number of the awesome people that support me here frequent more on YouTube. So I know that I have a place over there, but I don't know if I'm ready to simul stream. It just seems like a lot. I know a couple people that do it, and it works well for them, but I don't know. But I do put my VODs there to archive these streams. And actually, I'll do that for a second. Because my Instagram's up there, so if you don't follow me on Instagram yet, please do. Please and thank you. I would appreciate that. Like I said, I'm also on YouTube. And if you're interested in seeing beginning stages in the creation of Frieren here, you can see how it all started. So there you go. I'm going to pin this up for a while. So if you want, you can follow me there. You can check out Frieren from start to finish. You can check out Jeff the Shark, Marvel's Jeff the Shark as well. That guy is all done. I also plan on printing him, but I won't be doing print for him. I'm just going to print him out as a chunk, as a chunky boy. All right, let's get some more of these flowers to the front. Why are there two of you? Which one is the one I need? Here, I'll hide this one. Yep, I think that's the right one. Weird, I had two spires in there. It's kind of funky. But yeah, if you want to see some of the other projects that I worked on, I know it's not quite the same. It's a little bit more fun to participate live, but the creation of Frieren and Jeff the Shark are there if you missed it and are interested. By the way, who is Odious? Oh, that's a good question. So, um, my friend Wade, who goes by Unparalleled Universe on YouTube, and that's who I was talking about uh, earlier, he is a toy reviewer and independent toy maker. And to be an independent toy maker, I was lucky enough to help him on the sculpting end of things. And Odious is an original character of his that is kind of a mascot for his channel, but he eventually wants to do comics. And he has a lot of lore behind the character. It's kind of a Wendigo-esque character in a way that, and it's also kind of has like this quantum leap element to it that's really cool. But Odious made this pact, and it basically brought about the end of his family, and it cursed him. It's similar in some ways to Kratos and the way he uh, made his pact with Ares and led to him becoming the god of war. But when it comes to Odious, he basically was cursed and doomed to become this creature, and now he goes around fighting demons kind of to avenge the loss of his family. And one of the interesting things about him, the more quantum leap esque things, is he can die, and when he dies, his soul is kind of put to one of his weapons, and the next person that like finds it and touches it, Odious basically takes over their body. So we have several different Odious Eye through history. Um, there's kind of a there's an army Odious, but kind of World War II-y, Vietnamese. Is it's kind of like muddled because he doesn't want to make it one particular war. There's a cowboy Odious. There's an Inuit Odious that's very like Yeti-like, and there's a Ronin Odious, and then there's the modern day. So right now there's five different versions of the character that are figures. There's one that's out, and there's going to be the other four are going to be coming out this summer, and that's what I've been working on. See, very cool. Reminded me of Sun Wukong from Journey to the West. I mean, there's some inspiration there too because he really likes that story as well. It's a great story. See, one of my favorite Taoist texts. Yeah, but yeah, it's a cool character, and I'm fortunate enough to help bring it to life. So I'm very thankful to my buddy Wade to allow me to be part of that. And I know he's thankful because I remember people were always like, "Hey man, you should make a an action figure," and he's like, I don't know how to do any of that stuff." And I basically said, "When you're ready, let me know. I'm happy to help." And here we are. We have one figure under our belt, four more about to come out. We'll see where he wants to go from there. Yeah. See, it's important to me because I'm a Taoist. Oh, okay. So I always love seeing characters inspired by Sun Wukong. I have a character myself based off him. Oh, that's really cool. Very, very cool. Thanks for sharing that, man. See, I think I'm going to move some of these other flowers here. There we go. Another autosave. Yeah, I think it's really cool to see Sun Wukong kind of make its way to the forefront right now. It's getting a lot of media attention, and there's a lot of things based off of that story that are coming out. Um, the video game looks amazing, and I'd love to play that one day. I don't know if when I ever will. There's also been some various television series throughout the past like couple years. There was one that had, I think there was one that it had Michelle Yeoh. I don't remember, but I watched some of that and that was really cool. It also felt like there's a little bit of that thrown into um Shang-Chi, but like it's very mild. No, it's not what I want. Deleting some of these flowers. Delete hidden. There we go. That's a little nicer. See, did you know Journey to the West is actually historical fiction? It's based off of what? Did you know Journey to the West is actually historical fiction? It's based off a real thing that happened. Yes, I believe I knew some of something like that. Um, I mean, obviously, there's the clear like mythical portions of it. I don't know to the entirety to the extent of like the events that are part of the more. I actually need to read that story. I mean, I've seen it so much media that's kind of based off of it, and it's to a point where I'm like, I need to just actually read the source material because talk about some cool source material, you know? There we go. Yeah, I think that's a little more interesting than how I had it before. It's got some of the flowers coming up through the front of these fire blade things, and the ones coming up to her feet. Then some more kind of coming up in the back. Let's see. Well, yeah, no duh. There's not there's not a monkey with infinite staff. Of course. Of course not. See, to put the historical context simply, Buddhists were dominating China, and it led to prejudice against Taoists. So they journeyed well west, and that's why Sun Wukong is like fighting the Buddha all the time and stuff. Cool. Thank you very much for that historical context and fun, cool information, and sharing a bit of your culture. Love to see it. Love to hear it. I am a fan of learning more about other people and where they come from think culturally in this world, Japanese culture has kind of dominated in the zeitgeist, at least here in Western and Northern American civilization. I think also in like European context as well. But I have been really enjoying kind of the renaissance of uh, South Korea and more uh, Chinese culture getting its due. I think we are living in weird times where a lot of our governments are kind of messed up, but I think the people in all of these countries uh, have a lot of stuff we can share with each other, you know? Let's see. Well, I'm very American. That's fine. It's still part of your culture, even if, you're not necessarily from there, being Taoist, that makes it your culture, so you're American. See, so I don't know if I could call it my culture, but I would call it my religion. Yeah, religion is part of your culture and it's your philosophy, so don't worry. See, my roots are mostly German. That's okay. I think if you respect, your own roots and the roots of what your religion come from, sure, you may not have the similar struggles of the people that your religion uh, came from, but you can respect that, and it becomes part of your culture. And as long as, it is important to you, then yeah. But what I'm trying to say is just in general, culturally speaking, it's been kind of a nice time, at least for us that should have our minds expanded a little bit more about other cultures because we do get kind of whitewashed as far as like what we get to experience. Um, it's nice in whatever way we can to learn about other people and where they came from and the stories that they have to tell. So I really have enjoyed seeing more Sun Wukong and Monkey King and all that kind of stuff in different parts of media. I've enjoyed seeing more of K dramas and uh, different kinds of anime that are coming out of other countries other than Japan. And I continue to enjoy Japanese culture a lot. I've been to Japan twice, really love it. Would love to travel again, but we're gonna wait a bit. But I would love to one day get to South Korea, get to different parts of China. Um, there's other countries as well. And plus, also in Europe, there's a lot of I haven't seen in Europe. So, I want to experience a lot more. But even so, you're very American. Thank you for sharing uh, a different extension of your culture. All right. I think that's it for flowers for now. So the other thing I wanted to do is I wanted to see if I can add this briefcase in somewhere. I might have it off to the side, left or right. I don't know if it'll be laying down or standing up, but I thought it would be a cool element. So I want to make it really quickly. First, I did just save this, but I'll save it again. And let's see. Turn this into a square cube. Oh, there we go. Could you have the case hang off the staff? Um, I mean, I could, but it's not something that Frieren would ever do. I mean, there's probably a point where she might, which might be fun in the series, but that's not something that she has done. And while I could do it, I don't think it would fit this kind of moment. And to give you a little context of the moment, I think I talked a little bit about it before. I'm not sure if you were here, but and I'm not sure how much of the series you've watched, if at all. Frieren is a very old elf, elf mage. She looks pretty young. Watched, cool. So then you know. So for the context of the story, kind of that I'm trying to tell, she's obviously doing the flower spell that is very important to her, and in this particular moment, having anything hang off her staff, I don't think really makes all that much sense. But an interesting recommendation, so thank you. See, I just thought for the model purpose, that's all. No, that's fine. Um, yeah, I kind of just wanted to add something else asymmetrical to break up the the piece down below. I mean, there's obviously a lot of asymmetry. If we go back, the spires aren't the same, flower distribution isn't the same, but it's pretty balanced, even in its asymmetry. So I thought maybe adding an element on the ground on one side or the other might be kind of cool. And also tell a little bit more of a story. Like she was walking with a briefcase and she just kind of had the urge to bring these flowers forth because maybe she needed to feel Himmel's presence at the moment. So that's kind of what I was thinking story wise. All right, let's look at this. What I'm kind of doing right now is just figuring out where I want that lining to go, the metal lining. I don't think it normally has little triangular things, so I'm going to leave those off for now. I think that's something that someone else just added, which I think is fine. I don't think I want to go that far. I'm going to try to do this really quick. What I'm doing is I'm selecting because I'm going to extrude these areas where I put these edge loops. And make a separate element. And then I'll do the clasps. All right, I think I have all that done. Extrude, single poly. All right, so I'm going to drag one of the polygons and then I'm going to hold down Control, and it makes a separate piece. So I'm going to kind of pick how far off the surface I want that to live. Split. And then I'm going to extrude all of these back into the briefcase. So there's coincidental geometry. Here we go. Now I just need to make some clasps. That's so weird. When did I rotate that like that? That's funny. All right. There we go. Oh, thought I grabbed it all. There we go. Cool. Okay. So I think I'm gonna have the handle laying down. Let's see. Kind of thinking I want to make one of my OCs in Hero Forge, but I don't know which one to make. Hero Forge is pretty cool, so I think you'll have. I don't know. Have you uh, done much with Hero Forge before? I recently, for a friend, did some Hero Forge stuff where they made an original character. Let's see, yeah, I've done it tons. Cool. Hey, what's up, Nix? Hello, how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Um, but yeah, they had an original character and they had made some stuff in Hero Forge, and it wasn't quite to their OC. So I basically said, if you want me to make those adjustments, then let me know. And so I did. It was very nice. I think I'll bring it next stream because I've already printed them out so that way they can use them for their D&D game, but I have not delivered them to them yet. So I do still need to do that. Yeah, it was fun. They did their Hero Forge character, and then I went in after the fact and made some more customizable or customized adjustments that they couldn't do in Hero Forge to match an illustration that another friend of theirs did of their original character. So that was really cool and fun to do for my friend. Hey, there we go. Yeah. Once you find out what Hero Forge character or what OC that you're going to do, I'd love to hear more about that. Um, Nix, how are you doing tonight? Thanks for dropping by and hanging out with us. I don't remember if you are UK, because I know there's some folks that I know that are UK that come in here. Um, but we got a 3-day weekend. Woohoo. And enjoying that, the start of it. Um, what were you up to today? And if you are having a holiday weekend, do you have any plans? You know, we are tomorrow going to go see Mando and Grogu. Looking forward to that. I don't know if anybody is still excited about Star Wars anymore. I know some folks kind of are off the Star Wars train, which is okay, but I still think it's a good time. There we go. Got a nice handle going. Split two similar parts. Okay. There we go. Ooh, let's see. I think my top three things I made in Hero Forge are one, my OC Oni. He doesn't have a proper name, so I just call him Oni. And it looks cool. Two, Tom Nook, if he was from a more serious series. And three is a split between my OC Doppio Pepsiman Power Ranger armor and let me see if I'm pronouncing this right. Gerson Boom from Delatrune or Deltarune, who looks really cool. Honorable mentions: Battle Jesus, my D&D character, and War Vet Santa. Fun. So you've done a lot of Hero Forge. That's cool. Yeah, I think Hero Forge is very cool in a lot of ways. I do like how you know, it is a creative way for people to build who cannot 3D model and come up with cool characters. Um, because since you're going off of a menu, to me it is more interesting than an AI prompt because I know there's a lot more of that. And also, it's more finished and polished and still pretty quick. Also, they employ artists, and I'm always a fan of artists getting work. You know? Okay, almost done. Briefcase. Okay, I think that's simple enough. And a few more details here. Oh, what I want to do. I'll upres this. There we go. And I think I'm also going to round off these edges a bit. First, I'll put a center line on all this stuff using the floor. There we go. Now I can do symmetry. So I'm going to do basically throw creases at all these corners. There we go. Did I miss any? I think that's good. Oh, yeah, I did it down here. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to do a little bit of harder edge. Everywhere else. There we go. Let's see. Comic is from a series where I was making like cartoon meeting characters fight club. Oh, media character fight club. I don't know if I can put links in here, but if I can make an imager thing real quick, shoot you some of the things I've made. I'd love to share them. Yeah, you can share them here if you want, and I'll give them a look. You can also email me. Another place. I don't know if you're still hanging around Wedge's Discord, but that would be awesome. Another place to share because I think a lot of people will be interested in that there. So yeah, wherever you are interested in sharing, friend. There we go. Let's see. Ah, I don't use Discord. Okay, that is okay. Let's see. I don't know if I can put links in here. Okay, I already read that. So yeah, you should be able to put links in here. So go ahead and give it a shot. Um, especially if it's like an imager link, something that's, be safe. Send me something that's not going to destroy my system. I think that would be the only issue. So I think that sounds just fine. And I think this briefcase is done. So let's see, let's bring this back. Oh, I think it's lighter. I think it's more around this color. Yeah, I like that. Fill object. And because we don't have like a silver, we'll do kind of a gray. Cool. And we'll step this up just a little bit more with the dynamic subdivisions. Okay. With the handle, we'll actually divide this up. We'll save this as case. And then we will do a merge. Bring this into our scene because it's low poly enough. It shouldn't too much of an issue. That's not what I wanted to do. Got to round out the edges of the frame as well. So let's delete that. Also going to delete this. Come back to our case. 1, 2, 3. All right. We'll merge again. Merge visible. Now we'll do it. Cool. And that honestly looks like it's not a bad size. So let's bring it down. Maybe we'll shrink it just a little bit. Yeah, that, oh, that kind of looks cool. All right, we're going to save this. All right, let's see. Oh, I like that. Oh, Nook is cool. Is that your Oni? There's Pepsman. There's Doppio. Cool. Tom is fun. Very clever. I love the cell phone, and I love the what you did with the vest or with the sweater. Very cool. Does Oni have a tail? Very interesting. Pepsi Man. That's funny. Saying Pepsman. Let's see. Okay, top, bottom. Two of Nook, two of Oni, Pepsi Power Ranger, and of course my OC Doppio. And one of Battle Mickey Mouse from the same series. Did I see the Battle Mickey? I don't think I got Battle Mickey in the thing that you sent. It looks like it stops at Topio. That's fun. Is there another page? It says next. Is that where it is? Nope. Next is other stuff. It is not your stuff. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but it did that. All right. Oh, autosave again. I see some people popping in and out. Welcome, welcome. My name is KGart, or my name is Kevin, and I go by KGart82 online, and I'm working on a Frieren. This is eventually going to be a statue that I print. I'm just finishing up kind of the detail stuff, working on the flowers, and working on some base elements tonight, and then I'm going to start engineering her. Got some grass going. I think I'm going to have the grass kind of come off the edge a little bit in some spots. Just for funsies. Yeah, let's see. There he should be. Okay, let's look. Ah, that's funny. All right, let's see. I'm going to. Yeah, it does that. Hold on just a moment. Let's see if I can do this. Show this for just a second for chat to see. So here we go. Here's Tom Nook, D&D Nook. Here's the cool Oni character. Pepsi Man Power Ranger. That's fun. Yeah, get that AI stuff out of here. And then there's Doppio, and then Mickey Mouse. That's really fun, bud. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, those are cool looking, right, Nix? And yeah, you're back. I don't know if you were lurking or what you're up to, but I was just wondering how you've been. Thank you for coming back and hanging out. Appreciate you coming by and hanging out with us again tonight. The Do anything interesting today? I was talking earlier how I went with my kiddo and some of his friends to a cool toy outlet place. They were hunting Pokemon cards. Okay, let me see if I can add creases to this. Yeah, and it smooths it pretty much exactly how I want. Set for right here. So you can see if I take the smoothing away in these corners, that's where there's some weird issues. So I can actually go in and manually add creases. some of those trouble spots. Like here, I don't want that to round off. I'm gonna add a crease there. I do. See, I was lurking. Sorry, I didn't. Oh, that's okay. You don't need to apologize. See, I was lurking. I didn't hear you the first time as I'm hanging out with family that I haven't seen in a bit. Well, thanks for spending some time here, considering you're with family. That's I appreciate the lurk. Let's see, I haven't seen it in a bit after a 6 hour car ride. Wow. I'm good. Well, I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you are safe after that long car ride. I know what that's like. Those long car rides can be very draining. So thanks for spending some of your time here with us on stream. And thank you for the lurk. Like that is very kind of you to do that when you got some family time going. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna do some smoothing with these spires, and then I think we're gonna call it night. I think I have most of the details done that I want, and I gotta figure out what I want to do next stream because I definitely want to. Oh, actually, I don't need to add that stuff there. I definitely want to start something new. Take still a bit of a break from Frieren and plot out exactly how I want to handle the engineering for her. Let's see. In total, I was in the car for around 13 hours over today and yesterday for travel. Wow, that's quite a trip. And I mean, I would say clearly, since you haven't seen these folks in a while, worth the travel. Um, I understand that length of travel, though. I used to, with my family, my wife's parents and us, we would do a trip every winter, and we would go to this cool skiing timeshare that we don't go to anymore. We miss it dearly. Um, and yeah, it was about in total a 14-hour drive to do that. We used to do it in one shot on the regular every year, and now, well, then near the end of when we used to do it, we would kind of break it up and stop somewhere in the middle. But there was a good chunk of time when we would travel the whole 14 uh, hour drive, and it was brutal. So I'm glad that you broke it up because I know that can be quite a daunting trip to do 13 hours in one shot. All right, now these back spires, crease, those look good. Crease. Almost look good. There we go. There we go. There we go. The point at the end there. It's really important to me. I like the having that little bit of a point. Yeah, I think there she is, everybody. Again, I'll probably add some more like flowery bits there in the back. I like how it is in the front and the wispies that are sending her into the air so she can do her magic. So now the challenge will be figuring out how I want to engineer and print her. And I've never done something like this. I've mostly printed action figure parts and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think I might want to go in and like tighten up some of the sculpt. Let's take out some of the base stuff right now so you guys can see her more up close. Because a lot of you are just coming in and joining the stream, which I appreciate. All the new faces that I've seen lately, all the new friends in the community. Yeah. I think I might bring her smile out a little bit more. It's very subtle right now, so I feel like she's happy in this moment casting this spell. So I am going to definitely perk up her smile a little bit and make sure that that stands out. But yeah. Hi, Imogene. Welcome back. I hope you were lurking well. Let's see. Yeah, the bit of the point looks good. Thank you. Yay! She looks so good. Thank you. Yes. I mean, I fell in love with Frieren as I think most people have uh who have watched the anime very quickly. She's just such a fun character. Her demeanor is very interesting and her journey of understanding the human connection that she doesn't usually have because everyone is so fleeting in her life is kind of beautiful in many ways to me. And yeah, I just love her as a character. Let's see, I'm in the area for a different reason, but it's nice to see them. I would also do a 14-hour straight shot with my family every summer until COVID. Then uh, I moved up there. Ah, yeah. See, but yeah, it's nice to break it up when you don't have to do that kind of drive. So, yay! And with that, I think we're done for tonight. 2.5 hours kind of flew by. I think I even missed one of the ad breaks that happened. So thank you for everyone that stuck through that ad break. We bring the whole base and pieces back in for one kind of final shot with all the elements. All right, there you go. Oh, some extra bits I don't want in there. Old wispies. Here we go. She's looking at thank you very much. I had a lot of fun putting this piece together, kind of figuring out how I wanted to convey the character in what moment, trying to do the problem solving of having her float. It's not ideal. It's not what I really wanted to do, but I think it's going to be nice in the end. And I'm still not sure. I do want to do some translucent parts with this, but I've not worked with printing translucent resin before or clear resins. So I still need to figure out some engineering stuff. So before I do a stream where I start actually breaking her up and preparing her for print, I need to do some problem solving, and I don't really want to do that on stream. I so that means I do want to start something in between. So again, that's why I'm kind of asking for suggestions. I'm going to talk to Josh about the stuff that he wants to work with me on, and Pleb, I'm going to look at your email and get back to you with a quote. But and I'm going to put something out to the community between now and next week on Instagram to see if anybody else bites on suggestions of something fun that I can do. If none of that stuff kind of strikes my fancy, I think I'm gonna do Brack from the Brack show. In fact, here let me see if I can pull that guy up real quick. This will be fun for all of us to look. Let's see, Brack Space Ghost. This guy. See, I'll do some pondering. Thank you. I appreciate that, Emojine. Ponder, ponder away. Yes, I want to hear your ideas. Um, but if I don't get anything that I am super interested in, makes me go, oh, then it's probably going to be this. Ooh, I do have a list of like other characters that I eventually want to get to. Let me look at that real quick before we sign off, if I can find it. Okay, here we go. Um, so yeah, something from Ghibli would be fun. I don't know what. There's obviously so many characters. Um, Tank Girl. I would love to do a Tank Girl piece eventually. That is on my like to-do list. I just don't know exactly if I want to do my own stylized version of Tank Girl or if I want to do something straight out of the comics. Um, I do have some ideas with that, but not sure yet. I'm a big Iron Mouse fan, so I would like to do an Iron Mouse piece at some point. Um, I probably also want to finish uh, Rebecca from Edge Runners. Let's see, where is she? Bring her up real quick. Where are you? Oh, that's weird. Okay, open. hide guts. So yeah, Rebecca from Edge Runners is one that I want to do. Finish this off. I don't know if I want to do a statue. I probably want to do a. There we go again. Gotta love the autosave when you're in the middle of showing stuff. Yeah, have her with her both hairstyles when she is just in her, I don't know, I guess underwear, her casual wear when she's in her apartment with her hair down. But I also have her with her hair up and her shoes and her big jacket and her cool robo hands. So this is something else I want to finish, figure out what I want to do with her. I don't know if I want to just go straight up and turn this into a figure or if I want to go the statue route again. But eventually I want to get to Rebecca and finish her. I think I might want to do a figure with her because that'll be fun to show folks how to turn something into an action figure from this point. And then I'm a big fan of Zoe from K-pop Demon Hunters. That will be a fun one to do. I don't know if I want to do that yet. Um, I already there's a couple streamer friends that I'd like to do some art of. One of them I've already done, which is Nerf Noodle. I did the Pocopia character. Another one is Sleebun, who is a fantastic uh, lady. She is a crazy content creator, does all kinds of stuff. And I'm going to shout her out real quick. And she also runs her own cat rescue. She is an amazing, amazing person, and she would not tell you so. She would tell you that she is a bitch and not all that special, but she has an amazing heart and is one of the sweetest people I've ever met. Check her out. She is mostly a just chatting streamer. She also games. Um, she is a blue site content creator, but also just on Instagram. She does comedy sketches and she uses her beauty to get attention to support her amazing cat rescue that she runs. But she's just also a fantastic person in general, another person that I mod for. So check her out. I do want to do some sort of art piece of her as well, some fan art. And I don't know if anybody who I think I found Cat Black through either Memubun or my friend Wedge. And I don't remember who. But also Memubun, who I will shout out in just a sec. She had to take stream break, but she's going to be back soon. Another awesome variety streamer. She is a hybrid streamer. She does VTubing and uh, IRL face to face. I know they call it flesh tuber, which is really weird. I don't like that term. Um, but yeah, those are just some of the other things that I am thinking of. Let's see. A figure would be really cool. Yes, I think so too. Um, oh, another thing that I'll bring one more up if I can find it. I at one point was this is again was like a personal project. This is all like my personal stuff, not like work stuff. But I was working on doing like a uh, Ghost Rider kind of in the Batman the Animated Series kind of style because I was doing a lot of animated series action figures at the time. Yeah, doesn't isn't Flesh Tuber sound like yeah? It's weird, but it's a term. It doesn't sound right. But yeah, I think hybrid streamer, hybrid tuber is the best way to put it. Let me see if I can shout out again yet. But yeah, I would love to finish this Ghost Rider figure at some point. There we go. Mammy Bun. Um, and nothing has been figured out yet, but she has a very cute VTuber model, and we're going to talk about uh, doing something, and I will probably stream that as well. So yeah. So well, I think I just yapped enough. I think what I want to do real quick is see if there's anybody that I can raid that I know. Because I don't do it enough. Don't know a ton of people yet. And some of the people that like I could raid right now that I follow, I it's one of those things they're way bigger than I am. And I don't know what you guys think, but I get uncomfortable rating someone that I don't quite know yet, and they are like way larger. I'm sure they would appreciate the raid, but yeah. You know what? Actually, I think I might. Oh, did I get a follow? Thank you. Hey, how's it going? XNVXD, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So yeah, I think we might raid this really cool person. Let me go to my dashboard and figure this out. I don't think I've rated anyone ever yet. So I'm going to try to figure out how to raid this person. I think you will like them a lot. Their name is Ghoulie, and I met them through several people. And even though she is a larger streamer, we're familiar with each other, and she's playing Tomodachi Life right now. And I think it would be fun to practice rating and send y'all there. I'm going to do it from the right place. Let me do this. Raid. Okay, we'll see how this goes. So, thank you everybody for hanging out tonight. And here I'll put Frieren back on screen one more bit. Close out. Um, Again, I appreciate the follow. It's always nice for new people to join the community. I appreciate everyone that spent the time with me tonight. I hope you enjoy uh, Ghoulie. She's really funny. She's very entertaining, and yeah, Tomodachi Life is a fun game. So I'm going to start the raid right now. Hope you guys have a good night. Hope I do this well, and thank you once again. Here, let's do full screen. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Stay creative, and I'll see you in the next one.